better than a barbecue. It's dignified, quieter. There are rules.
How is that better than a barbecue?
What's the dress code on this?
I'm glad you asked. Connecticut casual.
What's up, everybody, to our holiday special? Ho, ho, ho. Anyway,
Happy holidays.
Yeah, guys. Well, anyway, this week's coming out for Christmas time. So, for a little holiday treat, we have something to show you, something that the Half-Life crew's been working on, and here it comes now. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Chris and DJ Chop Sauce from the Half-Life Star podcast. We are here thanks to you and all the businesses who donated here, taking part in the giving tree, helping all these kids get all the toys they want for Christmas. Thank you for all the help that you've done on donating with us this year. Let's do this. LOL friends. I don't know what that is, but you're getting it. Did you see my dance skills? They were fantastic. Anyway, with that being said, guys, this week is, Creemar. So Merry Creemar to everyone who celebrates Creemar. And I hope
know
Santa.
What words he's using.
Right, me either.
Well, you know what, guys? I'm just trying to be extra elfy. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are all enjoying your splendiferous, beautiful holiday this week. I hope you're waking up with your families and Santa brought you all of the gifts you wanted. And I hope that you're having nice hot cocoa and warming up and listening to us.
Your favorite Connecticut podcast.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, man. So, guys, I'm in a little bit of dilemma before we talk about movies today. I'm really thinking about retiring the intro.
The intro?
Yeah, the
What's Up, Everybody?
What's Up, Everybody?
It's like being on medication, man. You got to wean off. You got to just, bring it down a notch every time until it, eventually fades.
This will be, 15 What's Up, Everybody intros?
What's up, everybody?
I think we need to hit at least 50
instead of, what's
before
up,
we retire.
everybody?
You can't just
be
take it
like,
away from
what's
people.
up,
They're not gonna be
everybody?
Slowly.
And then, go to there and then be like, what's up, everybody?
And then pretty soon I'm like, hey.
Yeah. Hey,
Now,
how's
maybe,
it
all
going?
right, you're right. Maybe episode 50 will be the last one.
It's done. It's a thing now. Episode 50.
Episode 50
Be
is
prepared.
the last.
Episode 51 will have a new catchphrase made entirely by Chris.
Maybe even a new host.
Maybe a new host.
I don't think so.
I missed the
if the bloopers for that
intro a little bit.
If that blooper for that League MVP episode ever released, then yeah, you might have a new host.
Oh, no.
You got to pay for that one.
Yeah, right. A lot of money.
Because I'm going to need it all to blackmail you back.
I've got hard drives, Chris.
Oh, hey.
Hey, oh.
Without me, there is no. I don't know.
Let's go with champion, because that's what it says on your shirt.
Thanks, Crystal.
Sponsored. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I wish. No, baby gave me my hoodie early this year.
Looks comfy, man.
It's mad comfy. Super comfy. I've been wearing it for a couple episodes.
People with your new clothes. I've had my fleece for a decade.
Your fleece.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't put custom stuff on it.
you're bugging. Anyway, what are you guys doing for Christmas this year since, we're a couple days out?
Christmas Eve is my dad's side of the family. We have a party. Christmas Day is my mom's side of the family and direct family.
Beautiful. Mitch?
Christmas Eve is Nod's side, and Christmas Day is my side. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Philip?
I'm with Nick on this one.
Same?
He's coming to my house.
But I
No,
We're gonna have some. We're gonna have a nice guinea dinner with some scallops wrapped in bacon for an
Sounds good.
appetizer. We're gonna have some zuppa de pesh.
Super
It's a good time. Good time.
Hey, Papa.
Quit making up words.
Speaking of
No, we're not.
speaking of Italian accents, real quick, you should watch The Irishman because it's a great.
I just finished it last night.
Fantastic,
And
right?
then I binge watched the newest season of Last OG.
It was amazing. What are you doing for Christmas this year?
Christmas Eve, I do. I go to my parents, and then I sneak out and I go to Courtney's family. We celebrate Courtney's family. Then I go back to my parents because we do late night presents.
Beautiful.
And then Christmas Day, I usually do a cousins. We always go to Fridays.
Oh, TGI Friday?
TGI Fridays for Christmas Day.
Christmas Day?
Yep. They're open.
What? But what?
And dude, listen, I'll tell you how this began. All right, let me tell you how
Well,
this
it's not
began.
Friday,
As
right?
soon as we were all of the cousins were legal to drink. Right after Christmas Day, we were celebrating, and we go, let's all get drinks. And we're like, who's open on Christmas Day? And we drive
TGI
around real quick,
Fridays.
and lo and behold, who's open on Christmas Day? TGI Fridays. So we pull in. And we get a couple drinks, and we left. And then the next year, we did it again. And at TJ, lo and behold, Fridays was open, and it became a ritual. And now we go every year.
That's like every Thanksgiving.
Hey, but
smoke
listen,
an L with my
I
cousins.
tip well on Christmas Day. I tip well on Christmas Day.
Evan, come here, baby. Real quick. We're going to slide you over.
Trip.
Just come in my frame real fast. You know why I'm looking at Mitch, right? I mean, why I'm looking at Fran, right? Yeah. Isn't that the most scumbaggy thing you ever heard?
I just.
You're like, why are you making everybody work on Christmas?
Chris
and
is so
Thanksgiving?
He's not
Look at him,
making
he's
them.
so
They gotta
salty.
work anyway.
Look at it, he's a salty bay
They're
right
happy
now.
to have some
salty
company
bear.
and get a tip.
Tell everybody real
I
quick.
said salty bay.
Tell everybody what you do on the holidays.
On Christmas Eve, my father's side of the family comes over, and then on Christmas Day, I go to my grandparents on my mother's side.
Nice.
Beautiful. Mitch is, oh my God, all your names are blurring together, but
Apparently
Evan's
we're
the
all
only one who
Mitch.
gets me in this, man. He's the only one who understands that retail workers should be having off on the holidays.
Chris,
Well, I
real
agree
quick.
with you.
You
Chris,
can go back
And
over
it's
there,
not
man. I'm
retail,
sorry.
it's food
Sorry, you have
service.
to hear this monstrosity.
Chris,
Trust
if you
me.
open, they will come.
Listen,
Yeah.
they're open because people like you are like, oh, it's a holiday tradition.
But Chris,
No,
if
because
you
they'll
open,
commit suicide if they don't have a bar to drink at.
I will literally go to anyone's house and make boozy eggnog for them if they just let everybody. All right, I understand this one thing. Okay, now here we go. TGI Fridays employees who are open on Christmas. I hope you don't celebrate Christmas. It's a different story if you're like.
yeah, Chris, not everybody celebrates Christmas.
Well, I'm not asking them
That's
to.
why they say happy holidays.
That's why it's happy holidays now.
Wow. Anyway, I'm
Easy
just
babies.
saying, what if that lady is like, that bartender's just like, here's your ribs and your Long Island. I would rather be home with my family.
But let me put it this way. Let me flip it on you real quick, though. Okay.
You're never gonna flip
because
this
if I didn't go, would they close?
No.
She'd still be there. That bartender,
With no
she,
company.
they'd still be there, right?
Nobody to make
regardless.
her laugh. Nobody to give her a tip.
Regardless, right? She'd still be there,
Nobody
right?
to
She'd be
flirt
sitting
with
there
her
behind
a
that
little
bar
bit.
waiting. Instead, what happens? What happens is a party of 6 people come in and everybody tips her.
As long as you guys are tipping really
tip.
well.
Of course I tip.
No,
It's
I mean,
Christmas
and
Day,
first
bro.
off, I don't think
Gotta
that you
shed that
wouldn't
holiday.
tip
Yeah,
well.
you got to go up to the
because
bartender that has to work on
don't
Christmas.
don't let Fran's like Spanish heritage fool you. He's white and entitled.
I like to refer to myself as a double agent. I blend well,
No, listen, like,
but secretly behind the frame.
I think that's really nice that you guys tip like on Christmas. Really nice. I mean, I would tip too. I mean, there's people I know who go to the movies. I don't know.
I've done that.
No,
That sounds fun.
I get
And
it.
they're
like,
open anyway.
I mean, if they're open anyway.
I just don't look. I don't think that's like a point to make. It's because
I mean, I'm not forcing them to be open. The company decided for them to be open.
Listen,
But maybe
Chris,
if
if that
I
day
felt like going to
8
see a
years
movie
ago, if that
or going
day,
to the bar.
if they were closed, it would have never become a tradition.
True. But here's my thing, is I still find that working on Thanksgiving should not be a thing because you can't tip retail employees.
No, you're right.
All right.
Oh,
Now,
I agree.
There you go. Different.
Retail, yes, I definitely agree with you. But
Different
food
I
story.
still went
food
on
service
Thanksgiving,
is different.
but I understand where
Like
you're coming
Thanksgiving,
from.
like
your new
Boston
TV.
Market will always be open on
I
Thanksgiving.
love my dude.
It's always
It's
going to
different.
happen.
He went the next day
I
and got a
understand.
70.
Okay, now I'm looking at this point. Like, what if that waitress loves working Christmas because she gets those tips?
Yeah.
Different perspective. I think that employees
Maybe she
have the-
feels better about herself because she's not a lonely divorced person who needs to get wasted because they have nobody to spend their holiday with.
Deli.
You took that like a whole different spot.
I mean, who else is going
That
there
sounds
on
like a plot of a
Thanksgiving and
movie.
Christmas?
I know, right? You just wrote the next holiday special for Netflix.
You're welcome, Netflix.
I'm a homeless divorced.
I expect some
waitress.
royalties.
But I just think, all right, different right of choice. If you want to work Christmas and you get
Yeah, no,
tips
nobody
for
should
it,
be forced.
yeah, definitely great. But like, if you're working on Thanksgiving, you're a retail employee. Absolutely not. Shouldn't be open. You can't take tips as a retail employee. So therefore, unless you change the rule where you could tip retail employees
That's what I'm
during
saying.
the holidays, different story.
I
Or
think that's 100%
anytime.
fair.
Deli
That's
clerks
100%
should
fair.
get tipped.
Absolutely, deli clerk. All right. Let's.
Is it time and a half on holidays? Is that what it is?
Double time.
It should be double time.
It is double.
If you're working on Christmas or if you're
He's
working
union,
on Thanksgiving
so
Day,
he's double time. He's time
it
and
should
a
be.
half.
It should be double. It really should be double.
Right, yeah. Yep.
I think you should have that type of pay and be able to receive tips because there's people being like, "Yo, bring my TV to my car, bitch," and like you have to bring their TV. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at least if they give you like a
People aren't gonna tip you
$30
anyway.
or a $20 tip, that's
Best Buy employees in their commute, like, all right, let's just use Best Buy as an example because they are the number one retailer for, all right, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. They are the number one retailers for Black Friday, Thanksgiving. You sign an agreement right at the beginning when you get hired that you cannot take tips, you cannot receive gifts from vendors. So done, blammo. If you get caught taking a tip, you're fired. I think that should be lifted for Black Friday and Thanksgiving. People are giving around that time, and you should be able to take that money. Or you should be opting out to work if you don't want to. There you go, done. And then raise the
They
employees.
barely
to
pay you
double time.
enough to get by anyway,
There you
especially
go.
in this state.
Well, you know what? With that being said, to all my retail brethren, again, as I said in one of our other episodes right after Thanksgiving, I'm with you. I get you. I'm here for you. I bleed.
I'll be working
bleed
Christmas
with
Day
you.
too, man. Christmas Eve, I'll be working.
You ain't working Christmas.
Oh yeah, I'm working Christmas Eve.
I would have if I didn't
working.
if I didn't call out with
buy
PTO.
jewelry on Christmas Eve, bro.
All right.
Come on,
Yeah, if I
man.
didn't sign up with PTO,
It's always-
I'd be working too.
Funny thing is, it's usually like truckers come in right Christmas Eve. They'll come in and be like, "I need something from my wife, man."
Do they give
I'm
you
like, "I got you, man."
All right, different story. Oh my God, no, bro. That's actually no, bro. You could order that online, son.
Order jewelry online? Yeah, kill small business, dude.
Yeah, what
that's
are you
fine.
doing?
That's fine, Chris.
Does
Yeah.
Chic not?
Didn't you
offer
see
online?
Hanoush Jewelers
We have
is
an online
going out of
store.
business?
But you know what happens if you order online? I'm the one who's got to send it.
You gotta mail it anyway. You're like, I'd rather.
I'm the one who's got to do it
come to the
regardless. I'd
goddamn
rather you
store.
come in person. I can see your face.
All right, fine. Well, listen,
Anyways,
businesses have the right.
we've
to
got
choose.
something to do today.
I think their employees have the right to choose.
They should, absolutely.
There you go. Employees should have the right to choose.
What is this, a pro-choice issue?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You have families. We have families. I have daughters. I want to spend the holidays with them. I don't want to have to work.
Yeah.
You know, like you got sons. You don't want to spend the.
I agree. I'm
holidays
just
with.
messing with you.
I know you are, but like it's an actual problem. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
On
And
that,
I mean, like I get it. Like you're open. Like
Well, like
you
when I
know,
was
it
working at
sucks. It would suck like if you had to go to work and nobody came in and all this shit. But
Yeah.
I get that. But at the end of the day, like here's my thing: is maybe I'm like, yo, I have no family. I'll work Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
You've
I
got
was-
a family. You could have off.
I was gonna say, on the opposite end of the spectrum, there was one of my workers who wanted to work Thanksgiving that wasn't scheduled. That was kind of pissed about it. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to work it.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
there's
then-
got to be a dozen people who'd switch shifts with him,
oh, of course.
In the drop of a hat.
wouldn't?
man.
right?
I mean, well, they're getting double time with their union.
You're gonna have to draw straws to see who he switches with.
But anyway, dude,
We
what do we have going
A couple
on?
episodes, was it 2 episodes ago? We talked about we were doing a bunch of we did the IGN's top.
Yeah.
And we planned for that day. We ended up doing IGN for a while, but we planned to do IMDB. Their 250 top movies.
Oh
We
man,
probably won't get through all 250, but we're gonna
We
browse
might.
through them. We're gonna start with number 1,
we might.
and then we're gonna keep going.
Let's get this up on the TV, son.
Let's bring
See
it
what we
up.
got here.
Are we starting with one or
Number
from the
1. We're
bottom?
starting with number 1.
Number
1994, Shawshank Redemption.
Amazing
Fantastic
movie.
Phenomenal.
I
movie.
agree with this
favorite.
list.
Absolutely.
Tim Robbins is
Morgan
the man.
Freeman. Was that definitely wasn't You think that was Morgan Freeman's biggest movie?
No, absolutely not.
What do you think Morgan Freeman's
I
biggest
think
movie
that
is?
that movie
Made him
made a huge impression
as an icon. You
But-
think that was his most iconic movie?
I feel like he got something for that movie.
Did he?
I feel like he got like best supporting actor or something like that.
But you know what? Like he's been in so many different movies. Like he has so many amazing, impactful movies that any movie when you have Morgan Freeman in it, it's just a banger.
Always
bro.
a big,
It's a banger movie.
He
like,
even did he did that nature. What did he do? He did a nature one. He did
March
like a nature
March
of
of
the
the
Penguins.
March of the
narrator.
Oh, yeah.
He was the narrator.
Oh, he's great at a narrator. I would listen to anything he says.
Number
There's nothing
two.
more soothing than Morgan Freeman's voice.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is the king of all.
Oh,
Probably haven't
Italian
seen
mob
half of these movies.
The Godfather, 1972.
Who's seen The Godfather? I know Mitch has. He told me last night.
absolutely
fantastic.
You like it?
Phenomenal.
Fantastic movie. I mean, like, I will say that The Godfather. These are my like all-time favorite mafia-esque movies. The Godfather, Bronx Tale, Goodfellas.
Oh, Goodfellas is.
it's like all the classics,
Yeah,
dude.
but dude, like I like Casino. I mean,
Great.
obvious, and then dude, honestly, right now, The Irishman's up there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
number 5.
I heard a couple bad reviews, and when I saw it, I was just like
haven't seen
laughing
it,
the
man.
whole time.
I
I was
wa-
like,
I
this
wa-
is insane.
I
Like, it
sat
was
down before
fantastic.
bed and like I turned it on and I looked at the timestamp. It was like 3 hours, 30
Dude,
minutes. I was
so
like,
many cameos,
can't do
dude.
that tonight.
Action Bronson,
Action
Ray
Bronson was in that
Romano.
part.
No way.
Yeah,
I
Ray
love it. I
Romano
love
was
his
in
co-
it.
I love
I can't
Action
believe
Bronson.
Action Bronson was the guy selling him caskets.
Yo,
I was
we
like,
can-
oh my god.
Let's not spoil it too much. That movie's so big, bro, that they have it in theaters and Netflix.
What?
It's amazing.
Okay, I didn't know it was in theaters
Yeah,
right now.
man.
Number 3 is a good one. The
Dark
Dark Knight.
Oh,
I think
fantastic.
that was that was Heath Ledger's probably one of his best performances as the Joker.
I think that was his iconic performance.
Oh, absolutely.
I
As
mean,
much as I love Jack Nicholson, I think Heath Ledger was probably my favorite Joker.
Oh,
I mean,
awesome.
then
What
you
do you
have
think about
Joaquin
the
Phoenix.
Joker with Joaquin
Leto?
Phoenix? Yeah, no,
Or
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix? I actually didn't see that
You
yet.
haven't seen it?
Yeah.
Waiting for it to come out, right?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm probably hopefully it gets on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm sure
Maybe.
soon. The Godfather Part 2.
You got Robert De Niro. in
Number
that.
4.
That's a good flick.
I can't argue with it, man. Godfather Part 2 was an amazing film.
Yep.
202 minutes. What's that? That's like a little less than
202?
hours?
Well, 120 is 2 hours.
So yeah.
So that's more like 3 hours.
3 and some change.
This one, number 5, which I absolutely agree with because I am a huge Tolkien head, and that is Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. Although I like the two. the Two Towers
Fantastic
better.
movie. Although I feel like Fellowship was really good.
Fellowship
like, yeah,
was
it didn't have
good.
as much action, and it wasn't as like.
I like the setting of the story.
Yeah, it was perfect setup. It was
Although
really
the second
nice.
movie, man, just something about the last March of the Ents was just like my
Oh.
favorite. My favorite
Well,
war. I mean, aside
I
from
liked I liked the war at the wall there.
Helm's Deep.
Yes, Helm's
yes,
Deep.
yes.
That was
Helm's
what to
Deep.
say. That's
That
why
was-
number 2 is my
that was-
favorite. I love that.
Yeah, that was.
I
that
saw
was
it
great.
like
Absolutely.
I think it was like Christmas, like after the third movie came out. I got the three movie special set with all the special features, and I watched the bonus features with how they set that up, and it was insane. Just like hundreds and hundreds of hours of people like digitally putting in these orcs
Oh man.
and just like creating this whole area. It was nuts.
It's just a really
There's a scene
really good movie.
that I really love. A little bit of like Lord of the Rings lore, or little information if nobody knows it. One of my favorite things about it is there's a scene in I forget. I think it's number 2 when Aragorn
Yep,
and
kicks the-
Legolas, and Gimli are tracking the hobbits, and they
Yep.
go up to a pile of orc corpses that the riders of Rohirrim just slain, and they're looking for his stuff. And in the scene, Aragorn gets so upset that he kicks one of the helmets, but in real life, he kicks it so hard that he breaks his toe.
Yeah.
So when he's screaming, it's actually like the pain from him smashing
but they
his
kept
toe. And they kept it. It was beautiful. And then another one is when Boromir was dying, and that orc, the Uruk-hai, throws a dagger at Aragorn. It actually is a real dagger, and Aragorn actually parries that with his sword. Like in real life, this dude is just. I love Viggo
Oh, Viggo?
Mortensen. Viggo
Viggo is
Mortensen.
the man.
Viggo's amazing. He did a
When Sean Bean dies, right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's
as
a-
he usually does. As he always does.
yeah. Sean Bean can't survive.
I heard now he won't go on things if he's not.
I heard.
Because he's like
After
typecasted.
that and Eddard
Yeah,
Stark,
exactly.
he's just like, I'm done.
Yeah, right. Spoiler alert, Eddard Stark, Nick. No, I'm just kidding. If
Oh,
you
come
haven't
on,
seen
end
that
of
by
season
now.
1. Get up to date, people.
It's probably somebody's like, hey, that's on my
If
list.
you haven't seen the whole first season, you're doing something wrong.
Well, dude, we could talk
Oh,
all
dude.
night
Oh,
about
I could
Lord
talk
of the
about
Rings,
Lord of the Rings all day.
but Pulp Fiction for number
Fantastic.
6.
John Travolta.
I still quote
classic.
that movie sometimes
Uma
to
Thurman.
this day.
I don't like Uma Thurman, but I loved everybody
No, you don't
else's.
like Uma
How
Thurman?
I just don't like her.
dare you?
Kill
sorry.
Bill, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a big fan.
No, did you like Kill Bill?
I didn't like Uma Thurman. I liked Kill Bill, and I didn't like her as Poison Ivy either with George Clooney Batman. Wasn't that Uma Thurman?
Was she?
Wasn't
Was
it?
that
I think
her?
so. I think she was.
Yeah.
No fucking
Wasn't a
way.
fan. Like everything she's in, she just freaks me out with the way she looks.
Is it her looks?
It's
Yeah,
her.
it's-
It's her
it's her-
slightly
it's her
extra
appearance.
spaced out eyes.
Maybe, dude.
Oh,
I'm not a
man.
fan.
I'm a fan.
I think she's hot.
Whatever, dude.
Hey, Uma.
Not for
Hey, we're gonna put his email. No, I'm just kidding.
You're on my list, like right under Nikki Glazer.
You're
Speaking Glazer.
speaking.
She's a raunchy. For a female comic. She's raunchy as hell, man.
Yeah, I
but
don't
she's
know.
funny. I think she's hilarious. She goes on Comedy Central's. Comedy Central does their own like little podcast kind of thing where they have people on. But whenever she's on there, she's hilarious.
Yeah.
Schindler's List, number
Fantastic.
7, 93.
I never watched
two.
Schindler's List, bro.
Yeah.
I heard that it's about a man who has a list who
You see,
saves the Jewish
Qui-Gon
people.
Jinn
Liam Neeson
helps the Jews. That's the plot.
Liam Neeson is Schindler?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the premise of the movie is that he's saving the Jews from work camps
Yeah.
in World War II.
Yeah,
the
I forget the exact details, but it's some sort
Are
of
you
like
looking
cover
up
where he gives them a
Qui-Gon?
job.
when he says Qui-Gon, can we put a picture of Qui-Gon Jinn up on there? It's gotta happen now.
And then you cut to a Star of David. You see Qui-Gon Jinn saves the Jews.
Next up,
Oh my God.
I haven't seen this one.
Never seen it either.
12 Angry Men, 1957.
It's been a while.
I've never been a real, a big classic guy,
Briefly.
classic film guy.
think
Maybe
I've
just
seen
because
it
I'm not a
briefly.
filmographer.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. Inception, though,
Didn't
man,
see
this one
that either.
started. You haven't seen that one?
Nope.
It was
Has anyone-
There's fellowship.
Ha-
out
look,
there.
wait, wait,
Down
has-
the way.
Has anyone ever had an Inception dream?
Yes.
Yeah.
A dream within a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I've
don't
never
like
had
it.
a dream within a dream.
It's weird. It's
It
weird
is
feeling.
really freaking weird.
Because I literally think I had one maybe a couple nights ago where I know that I was sleeping in my dream, but when I woke up,
Still dreaming.
I realized at that point, like, I'm in a dream still because I remember going to bed, but I know for a fact that my coworker Mario was not there. Like, he started arguing
So
with
you were
me.
lucid dreaming then?
Yeah. And I woke up from a dream that I was previously having.
You know, there are people who can control their lucid dreams. He can do that. I envy that.
Yeah, you just
Right?
practice.
Imagine
You,
just
like,
being able to,
you-
like, lay
you
down
come
and
up
just,
with
like-
a phrase that you tell yourself.
Man,
like,
I
oh,
would do
the-
so
like,
much
the
D&D
floor is
work in my
blue.
dreams, man. I would do so much
And
D&D
just
work.
like when you think you're dreaming, you say that, and then you look down, and if the floor is
Yeah.
blue, you're in a dream, and you can. Breathe.
Yeah. Oh, do you? You wake up tired?
Like really tired, wouldn't even do it.
Oh, wow. Probably because he's not getting any REM.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
makes sense. Number 10.
Fight Club. One of the greatest
This
movies of all
this
time.
is a classic.
This one I
absolutely.
did see.
You seen Fight Club?
Yes.
Did you like Fight Club?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's pretty cool.
Oh, dude.
Meatloaf was in Fight Club?
What?
Yeah, he was Tits McGee there. Yeah. The big guy who took like HGH to get jacked, and then when he stopped, he got
okay,
really
all right.
fat. Yeah, that's Meatloaf.
It's McGee over there.
And number 11,
We already talked about that.
Fellowship,
Fellowship
fantastic
of the
movie.
Ring. What a phenomenal film to enter the Tolkien trilogy. Much better than the Hobbit trilogy, even though Courtney loves the Hobbit trilogy more than she loves the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Well, you know what?
I like the dwarves.
She loves Bilbo for some
Mama
reason.
said
man.
IMDB
I love Bilbo
charts
too.
are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
And that leads us into number
12.
Number 12.
Forrest Gump.
Oh, this is such a
Everyone
good
can
movie.
quote a Forrest Gump, dude. Everyone's seen Forrest Gump. Don't even lie to me.
Oh man, and
First-
if you've ever been to New York on a vacation and you haven't gone to the Bubba Gump's shrimp factory, you are missing out.
I'm telling you, real quick.
I don't think I've ever been there.
It's good. It's good. It tastes
telling you,
good.
dude. My all-time favorite movie isn't in the top 10. I'm a little disappointed, and if it's not in the top 20, I'll be even more
What is it?
disappointed. I'm not saying
You're gonna
but
save
I'll
it?
see Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
seeing it.
Once we finish 20, you have to tell us what it is, though.
Absolutely.
All right. So Forrest Gump was 12. 13 is The Good, the Bad, the Ugly with Clint
Fantastic
Eastwood.
movie.
You've seen this one?
Dude, you've never seen it?
I haven't.
My
I'm not on
favorite
the-
scene in the movie is when the I think it's the ugly. He goes to buy a gun, and he has just he like looks at it. He's like, this isn't good enough, and he goes into the case, and he takes apart like 3 different guns. Gets like a barrel from one, a handle from another, and a I forget what they call it, the wheel. Like
MacGyver's that stuff.
Yeah, he puts it all together. He has it so it gets like a nice click, and it's like his perfect gun. I just love that scene.
That's cool. I might have to watch this one. I'm not a classic.
It's a
I
long
don't really
movie.
watch the classics too much.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I definitely have to put that on my list. Number 14, The Joker.
Oh, now I got to stab myself.
I don't know. I don't feel like this one should be on 14 just because it's so
yeah, maybe,
new.
but like it's so
It's so new.
It's like it's even in the top.
It hasn't
20
even had
and I
time
haven't
to
seen it
age
yet.
well.
I'm mad.
You know what I mean? You put it. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I don't know how it's
But it was
beating
a-
the Matrix.
But it was a phenomenal film. It was phenomenal. They did the Joker so well. It was very good.
But yeah,
They memed the crap out of him.
Lord of
Oh
the Rings.
man.
Yeah.
Number
Two
15.
Towers.
Here we go again, and this is Lord of the Rings: The Two
See, this
Towers.
This is
and
what
this is the
bothers
battles
me
of, the
about
Battle
this.
of Helm's Deep. Right?
Yes,
Isn't the Two
but
Towers?
this is what bothers me about this. They should just put the trilogy as
They really
one on
should.
the list.
They really should just mark it all
And
as
then
one.
put it in a top 5.
Although just to clarify, there's only one return, and it's
Get
up to
out of here!
Jedi.
It's Return of the King, my friend.
Whatever, dude.
Number 16.
The Matrix, bro. I see. I don't understand how
Fantastic.
Joker's beating the Matrix.
I don't
Yeah.
either.
I think that's silly.
And Goodfellas. What the?
Goodfellas.
Hey, we're not there yet.
Yeah, we're skipping ahead here, man.
I'm just mad that the
Matrix-
new movie is above these
Do
movies.
you think that The Matrix 1999 was Keanu Reeves' biggest film that like boosted his career, or do you think there was one other? What was it?
Really?
Bill and Ted's?
Boosted his career.
Yeah, that like really like set
Yeah,
his
the
career
Matrix
off.
made Keanu Reeves, but
Well, it
dude,
made him
it's
what he
all-
is now.
It's all John Wick now.
Yeah, oh John Wick.
John
for
Wick
sure.
is like
Yeah,
one of
well,
the
he's
biggest.
most famous for it now.
But
Yeah.
like, what really boosted him, I think, was like Bill and Ted.
Yeah, Bill and
was-
Ted's
It was like his first, some of his first movies.
Nice. Number 17. I'm really happy that this is up here.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is one of my favorite crime movies.
I'm really
Oh, yeah.
upset that they didn't put Ray.
Ray Liotta,
Ray Liotta in.
Irishman.
Yeah, man. He's in
I
everything.
agree.
He's like the guy.
That was
Everybody
one of my
else.
first questions when I was
Is Ray
asking my
Liotta gonna
brother
be
about
in
it. I was
here?
like, "Is Ray Liotta there?" And he was
Another
like,
good
"No."
mob movie that I really like that I'm not sure if it's gonna be on here, but Killing Shorty with John Travolta. Have you ever seen that one?
Get
Or
Shorty.
Get Shorty. That's the one. Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
movie.
Another phenomenal one. I love that one. Number 18. Here we go. Star Wars Episode 5.
Now,
Empire Strikes Back.
this is silly because this had one of the biggest cinematic reveals of all time. Like people actually freaked out in theaters. Like we could listen to our parents tell the story of like how Darth Vader, spoiler alert, reveals that he's Luke's father.
This
like,
one does not need a spoiler.
Yeah,
Vader means
been-
father. In
what's that,
German, so he's
1980?
literally Darth father.
all right.
A 40-year-old
I get like
spoiler
we
alert.
can all read that stuff, but I'm just saying like it had the biggest reveal of cinematic history, and it's not in the top 10. I think that's like crazy to me. One flew.
Whoa, this one is amazing. This
I
is
don't want
actually-
her cigarettes. I want my cigarettes.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I have actually seen this movie. It is my stepdad's one of his favorite movies, aside from anything with Rodney Dangerfield in it. But man, this is such a good film with Jack Nicholson.
I think Jack Nicholson is one of the best actors of all time.
Yeah.
Like he is phenomenal. in
Definitely one of my
everything.
favorites.
Everything he's in, he does great.
Definitely. Number 20. This is one that is throwing me for a loop. Harakiri. It must be a
Oh,
Japanese.
it's old school martial arts film.
Have you seen it?
It's bits and pieces.
I'm
It's
gonna
been a
have
long
to. I'm gonna
time.
have to take a serious deep dive and start watching.
Like
some of
it
these.
is from 1962.
Yeah,
Like,
1962, man.
Favorite movie of all time was Good Will Hunting, and it didn't even break the top 20.
it should be in the top
man.
30 or so. Because
It
it is
has
one
to
of
be.
it's. I mean, as far as accolades, it is one of the top 20
Oh,
movies of all time.
absolutely.
Yep.
21. Parasite. This one I
I
haven't
don't
seen.
even
Never
know.
heard
This
of
must be another Japanese. Is it Japanese? Oh, 2019.
Wow.
Comedy drama thriller.
I mean, I do like mixed genre.
Look at the stars. It must be some sort
8.6. 96
It's a
Metascore.
comedy.
It's
This
a
is a-
comedy drama thriller.
Is it a Chinese one? It looked.
I mean, look at
I
all
mean,
the
the
stars.
director is Bong
Wait.
Joon-ho.
Is it based off the anime?
Is it based off?
That would be cool.
All
it's
unemployed Kai Take and his. Yeah, no, this definitely isn't. All right, number 22, Drishyam, crime drama thriller.
I think this is like some Bollywood.
Yeah, this is definitely probably one of the biggest Bollywood movies that they got. Number 23, Interstellar. I saw this one. I liked it. Matthew McConaughey. All right.
That's why I like high school girls, man.
They asked me if I wanted to drive a Lincoln. I said yes. They said the same age. 24, City of God. I think this one must be some kind of Spanish.
Yeah, it's
The Spanish one because it
on
says
the,
Ciudad de Deus.
In the slums of Rio.
Two kids pass diverge. All right, now 25. I'm so happy this is number
Fantastic
25.
movie.
Spirited Away is one of my favorite, absolute favorite Miyazaki movies. I love this one. And if I ever start getting tattoos, one of them will be one of those little ash creatures.
You don't have any tattoos?
I don't have a single tattoo, no.
That's weird.
I know.
You
I
should.
only have one.
I've been wanting to get one, but
I
I
have one, but it's
I don't know, man. It's just
I
something
have one
about
too.
it.
I have it on my arm.
Ribs.
But
It's not a
tattoos are
priority for
expensive.
me right
I'm
now.
covered.
But I swear, once I get my first one of the ash creature is gonna be one of the definitely one of my a small one, probably somewhere along my.
I'm gonna get
my rib cage or
So
something.
my legs, I've been saving for right around this time. Doing both my legs are all like.
You're getting covered.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Star Wars anime from studio. and-
Tell me
One gonna be
how do you
Star
feel
Wars
about
and one
having
gonna
ink
be
on your
anime?
skin?
Okay. I mean, like, to take a quick sidetrack. Yeah, I mean, having tattoos could be weird, like, cause there's some that you hate, but then like there's some that I look at that I have that I hate, and then I think about where I was in my life at that moment,
Yep.
and I'm like, you know what, man, it's actually not that bad. It's like a nice little reminder of like
What not to do?
no, like my Crespo one. I regret getting, but at the end of the day, like it makes me think of my dad. The star on my neck, I always regret it because I always get reminded about how I'm unprofessional because I have that, and but it
Well,
always makes me
That's
think about.
BS, man.
No, it always
You have a
makes,
star on your neck?
Yeah.
Oh, that one. I thought he meant like on the base of his neck.
No, it always
This is
makes me
still the
think
neck.
about like it makes me think about my favorite band, and it makes me think about where I was again in that part of my life, and I just found a home, and I don't know, it just felt cool to like have a tattoo, and that was one of my firsts. I always regret my chest piece, little chest tattoo I have because it looks like crap. But then again, like I always think I can get that covered up, and that's not something I'm too worried about. And then my legs and my everything else, I don't know. There's not many I regret, but there's some that make me think I wish I didn't do that. And at the end of the day, I always remind myself like, hey, you know what? I don't mind.
There's a reason, and it all has.
Yeah,
meaning.
exactly. So,
I hate that. Oh, it's unprofessional BS. It's just like you could have no tattoos and still be a complete douche.
well, I know
Like-
I know a couple people who have no tattoos and they're complete douches. But let's get into this number 26, bro. Saving Private Ryan.
One of
This
the
is a
greatest
good one.
movies of all time.
Now, I gotta say this, bro. The first scene is one of the hardest scenes to get through. It is one of the most graphic scenes I've ever seen, bro. It's super, super hard to get through.
Yeah.
And you think about it, like, dude, how real, like, how Steven Spielberg, like, how, he captured these men and their acting just throwing up and that scared, and then just like,
Just the intensity.
yep, storming Normandy, and it is horrible. It's super sad, dude, to think about that, like, ugh. But amazing movie. One of probably my favorite Tom Hanks movies of all time. And then Green Mile.
Another one.
Another Tom Hanks
Another
movie.
Tom Hanks movie, man.
Michael Clark Duncan, bro. Rest in peace.
He died?
Didn't he?
I hope not. He wasn't
Hold
that
on.
old.
Let's
If-
Google this.
I gotta check it. I'm pretty sure he died. Keep talking about it. Don't wait for me.
Okay.
So the Green Mile, that's a
fantastic.
good one, man. Yeah.
Actually, is that what I named?
Yeah, it's Mr.
my rat
Jingles.
in the D&D
Gross,
game?
gross. They
after his mouse.
Gross.
Mr.
They made
Jingles.
$136.80 million gross.
Yeah,
On that
Michael.
film.
Dude, look at
Michael Clark
look at
Duncan.
the vote jump from 27 to 28.
Yeah, bro. Michael
Oh,
Clark
yeah,
Duncan died in 2012,
What?
September 3rd.
Wow.
How? What happened to him?
He had a heart attack.
7 years ago.
Jesus
Holy shit.
Christ.
Yeah, he passed away. Yeah, I knew. I remember when I saw that because I got upset because that point I realized they're never gonna make.
Because at his funeral,
Daredevil
Sam
2.
Jackson walked in and said, "Does he look like a bitch?" Sorry, that
number
was Ving
28.
Rhames.
28. Life is Beautiful. I haven't
Never
seen
heard
this
of
one.
Yeah, I don't know
Never
that
heard
one.
of it either.
Skipping it.
Is there anybody? Giustino, Durano, Giorgio. This must be an Italian film,
Never heard of it.
I think. 7.
Fantastic.
Have you seen this one?
Oh yeah, it's Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman are detectives, and what's his name? House of Cards guy, Kevin
Kevin
Spacey.
Spacey.
Watch anything with
a-
Spacey.
I'm not gonna-
a
I'm just kidding.
serial killer who uses the 7 deadly
Okay.
sins as his
Oh.
motive, essentially.
I haven't seen this
So there's
one.
like a sloth killing. There's a so on and so
Okay.
forth.
Unfortunately,
95?
I can't watch anything with Spacey anymore.
Why?
Ooh, he's.
No,
What's up with
I
everybody
heard.
else?
Why?
with
He
everyone
just
else?
want you to say
I'm
it.
just giving you a hard time.
Number 30 definitely belongs on this top
Oh.
list. The Silence of the Lambs,
Fantastic.
1991.
Dude, that movie
Jodie
scared
Foster.
the crap out of me when I was a kid. That's the one with the scene where he's in that like giant bird cage?
Hello, Clarice.
And then they like leave and come back, and one of the guards is just like flayed, hanging from chains. Like,
Ooh. You know, when I was a kid, the one scary movie I hated the most when I was a kid was Chucky.
Oh.
I remember my parents taking me to
That
go
was
see that with
terrifying.
my cousin. Me and my cousin JP. Shout out to John Paul. They took us for some reason. I don't know why. They thought it was like okay for us to watch that, and we sat there
because
and we
it's
were like,
called Child's
and we were like, and we were sitting there and we were like, this is
Bro.
terrifying.
Worst-
And then my cousin, my aunt Christy, I love my aunt Christy. She took me and my cousin JP out and she took us in to watch Rush Hour, the first Rush Hour.
Fantastic
And oh,
movie.
what an amazing
coming
movie
out
that
with,
was. And ever since then, I have been in love with Jackie Chan, dude.
I think it's the fourth.
Yeah, fourth one's
No,
coming
there's
out.
at least.
It was the fourth was announced. The fourth
Yeah.
Rush Hour was
Bro,
announced.
I,
Oh my goodness.
I,
I'm gonna watch it. I don't
I'm
have a
excited.
choice.
out of those like scary movies, I loved I don't know why I loved since I was a kid I loved Freddy. I never scared of Freddy.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I loved Jason. Never scared of Jason, and I didn't ever Chucky never bothered me.
What about Freddy versus Jason?
It was a worse movie, but
Is it on this list?
didn't
No, I'm
bother
just
me. But you know what scared me, dude? As a kid, I know why. Scream, Ghostface.
Really?
Yeah, he scared me.
Scream?
I don't know why,
Oh
dude.
man, he became such
Wasn't
an
it
iconic
like the slow
costume.
brother?
That was in Scary Movie 1.
I know.
All right. dude.
Anyways, 31. Justly so. Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope.
no Goodwill Hunting.
1977, man. Still no Goodwill Hunting.
Too bad they
Chris is
didn't
not
release it
liking
now
this.
because they need it.
You fool.
Kidding.
I'm not even gonna go into this because it speaks
We
for
already
itself.
know about
It speaks
Star
for itself.
Wars. We speak
We
about
speak
Star
about. We
Wars,
talk
man.
about Star Wars all the time on this show. Seven Samurai. I haven't seen this one. 1994.
Don't care.
Old Japanese samurai films. One of them that I have seen that I really love is Zatoichi, which in English translates to The Blind Swordsman.
Yeah,
It is a
that's a
really
good one.
old.
Sounds good.
It is a really old, like old school style samurai Japanese film where this, it's obviously a blind swordsman and he's amazing. It was really cool. I love
Yeah.
watching it when I was a kid.
This is my favorite holiday
33.
movie of all time.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Have you ever seen that?
I have not.
Have anyone in
good.
this room ever
Yeah,
seen it?
It's been a while,
Oh.
but I've seen it.
Let me tell you guys one thing, dude. It's one of it moved that movie just warms my heart because it's about James Stewart, his character. He gets a family, he gets everything he wanted, and then it starts with the Great Depression and everyone's losing their money. And then he wishes he was never been born, and then Clarence, the angel, comes and grants that wish and shows him what life was like without him, and then he comes back and then that's what the old saying where it's like every time a bell rings an angel gets its wings, and I want to live again, Clarence, I want to live again. And then have you guys ever seen Bruce Almighty?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the reason why he like pulls the moon down? It's because when he's with his girl, she goes, "What do you want, Mary? You want the moon? Well, just say the word, and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down for you." That's why he does that in the movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
pretty
Wow,
cool.
that's
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
It's a nice little thing.
That's
Dude,
a
I
nice little
love it.
tidbit. Love it. 34, changing the mood. Avengers Endgame.
Oh, you know what? I get it's
my
like one
my
of-
only issue is that it's so new.
Yeah.
You have to give it time to like age a little bit because like on these lists are some real old school hitters.
Yeah, like
And you have to give the old school
I
hitters
mean,
a chance.
I could give you the argument that like, yeah, okay, this movie grossed, just short of $900 million. But guess what? What about in the 1930s when, whatever, Sound of Music, or I don't know when that exactly came out. Like that could never gross that much money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because the value was not the same.
Yeah, it's different. They should have at least. I mean, like, I'm sorry, it should have been lower on the list for the stat simple
Or at least
fact,
take the
Can you-
the value and inflation change into account.
Yeah, for sure.
It is by rate. It is. It says 8.5.
Yeah, it is by rating.
But you know what's funny, dude? Can you imagine like going back in time with Avengers Endgame and then like putting it, get in the 1930s movie theater, and then you just play that, and then right before the like comes on, it just says based on a true story. And you imagine,
would
yeah, they'd be like, "What is going on?"
The special effects alone would make people fucking seizure.
We would have been on the iPhone 50 million by now if that movie came out in 1930.
Endgame 34,
We're not even
Infinity
gonna talk
War
about it.
35. We'll continue on. Whiplash.
36 Whiplash.
Have you seen Whiplash?
I
not.
have.
Is
It
it
is
good?
very good.
What's it about?
J.K. Simmons
Okay.
is a jazz music teacher. And do you remember the main actor's name?
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
Yeah, Miles Teller.
Melissa Benoist.
He is a kid who wants to be a jazz drummer, and J.K. Simmons goes really hard on him.
Okay.
Basically says like, you basically need to be able to like die and still be able to play. And it's just like this whole thing about him ruining his life trying to be the greatest jazz drummer ever.
Okay.
And it's just a really intense movie.
I'm gonna have to
with
check it
music.
out. Like it's only 2014. I'll check that out.
There's a short film too where it originated from.
Really?
Yeah, and Whiplash is actually the name of the song that he has in play.
Oh, okay.
Check it out.
37, The Untouchable. The
The
Intouchables.
What is that?
This must be a French.
Yeah, probably.
This must be a French film. 38, The Prestige.
Fantastic.
I haven't seen this.
That's Hugh Jackman as a magician, quote unquote.
Oh,
Don't want to
sounds
spoil
familiar.
it
That
if you
sounds
haven't seen
familiar.
it.
Yep.
Should I
Sounds
spoil
familiar.
it? It's an old movie.
It is good.
I'm
It's
really
fantastic.
I'm sorry, but I'm more interested in that.
Should I spoil alert
No,
you?
I'll watch it, but I want to see 39 because I love.
It's close. 39, The Departed.
It was pretty good.
Oh, pretty good. That's one of my favorite movies, bro.
I felt like it was slow and I had trouble watching it at first.
I just turned off the
Grant, you got to
Departed
remember I was
for
like
a movie
16
about
at
a
the time.
bee.
It was like a 3-hour movie or something.
It's just
No, it's like 2.5. but
just
still.
also Jack Nicholson's part's amazing.
Yeah.
But just because Mitch looks like Lil Dicky, I just always kind of think about like when I think about the Departed.
look like Little Dicky.
Are you serious?
Hair's not curly enough.
You're telling me he doesn't look like Lil Dicky?
A
Not
little
really.
bit.
I don't
Pull a
see
picture
it.
of Lil Dicky up right now. Am I crazy, bro? Like,
Yeah.
do I just like not pull
I
things?
can see a
like,
vague
together?
resemblance.
I've been called so many actors and like famous people.
Man,
though.
I've been called Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, like when I had hair, you know. Now it's like Mr. Clean.
Huh?
People say I look like Al Pacino.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I can
I
see
can
that.
see it.
You don't think Mitch looks like Lil Dicky a little
little
bit?
bit.
Just a little bit.
I lied.
All right, you're right.
Proven false.
Super Lil Dicky. You got to pull that up too in a picture.
No,
of Mitch
in a
as well.
picture of Mitch.
Absolutely.
It's just the features are
picture of
different.
it.
He's got like his hair's a little like wavy. He's got like the cap on.
This is Lil Dicky if he worked at Stop and Shop.
All right. Continuing onward. Number 40, The Pianist.
one of my favorite movies.
I've
of
seen
all
this one.
time.
This one's a good one.
Really?
Fantastic, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Jewish piano player.
Roman Polanski.
in the middle of World War II, basically.
What has Roman Polanski done that's new? Does anybody know?
I don't
Let's
remember.
find out.
It's been a while. I don't really
Click
follow
it.
directors.
I don't follow directors either, but
I'm trying to
I
at
feel
least
like I
get to
haven't
the
heard his-
50 because I need Goodwill Hunting to be up here.
Yeah,
It's not
why
gonna be
hasn't
on
it been on the goddamn
Known
list
for
yet?
Chinatown, The Tenant, Ghost Rider. I don't see anything new. All right, maybe he's retired. Anyways,
Later, Ramen.
later Roman. On to the next. 41,
I don't care.
Speaking of Romans,
Gladiator. This is a good one. I like this. I like
yeah,
this movie.
fantastic movie.
Russell Crowe, amazing.
You know,
42.
Down Men Up back in the day. American History X.
Oh, this is a great one.
Oh my God.
that
Dude, did
scene,
you see
that scene in the prison, man, made me cringe so
Dude,
bad.
the whole movie. The whole movie.
It was.
Did
yeah,
you see
it
Edward
was
Norton on
serious.
Joe Rogan
It's
podcast?
so real.
No, I haven't. Is it a good one?
Yeah, it was a good episode. I liked it a lot.
Like my brother told me to watch that when I was like 15. It blew my mind.
All right.
Usual Suspects.
I
saw
haven't
a little.
seen
It's pretty good.
43 Usual Suspect. I haven't seen that one.
I've seen it.
44.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Leon
never
the
seen it.
Professional.
Yep.
You seen this one?
Leon. Yep.
Leon.
One of Natalie Portman's first roles ever.
No way.
Swear to God.
Dude,
She's
you
the
watch
little
a lot
girl.
of movies.
Dude,
I
I've
love
seen a
this.
lot of movies.
I'm so glad we
huge
got
in
him on this
entertainment.
Yeah,
Christmas
Like I
episode.
was like telling you before we started recording about the last episode I listened to.
Yeah, yeah.
With
Yeah,
with
because
the
you wanted
video
to
games,
like,
and I was like, "There's so much I could have said."
Oh man.
I want to bring you back because I don't
Yes.
think we're gonna finish the list tonight. But yeah, dude, definitely.
Absolutely.
Leon the Professional, fantastic movie, dude.
Nice.
John Renault kills it.
Lion
Next
King,
one.
Let's not.
All right.
We're
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Lion King's good.
It's good. 45. Terminator 2.
Oh.
46. Terminator 2. I love Terminator, man. Anything Arnold Schwarzenegger, I will watch.
Man, you see Commando?
Oh, dude, that was one of my favorite
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger movies of all time.
Schwarzenegger,
Oh, yeah?
bro?
I would always
Oh,
rent
those were
that
old
when I
ones.
was sick and get some raspberry ginger ale.
Bro, just that part where he's chopping the tree down and you just see this
Oh,
dude
God.
hulking with an entire tree. You're like,
Dude, the fight with the guy in the mesh vest with the knives at the end, that was fantastic.
it's a great movie.
The way this is going, we'll
Blows up the
probably
whole
not get
camp.
too far, but let's put in our. You want to chop in the ads real quick? Ad reads.
Sure.
Let's do it. Take a quick break.
Be back.
All right.
Limbiex Cleaning Service Inc. is redefining the cleaning industry with their safe, environmentally responsible janitorial services. Servicing the state of Connecticut, they provide residential and commercial cleaning. Their experienced, trained personnel utilize the latest technology to go beyond cleaning. Limbiex offers medical and terminal sanitation, janitorial, carpet and upholstery cleaning, floor maintenance, window washing services, construction cleanup, and much more.
And we're back with number 47.
I don't know this one. Cinema Paradiso.
Clearly
this must
Spanish.
be some. Yeah, this must be a Spanish film.
Giuseppe Torren. What is it?
Tornatore.
There you go.
Grave of the Fireflies, 1988. This one I haven't seen. This one's obviously
Animation, yeah.
an Asian. Must be an Asian
It's
one.
an anime, yeah. Looks pretty cool.
49. Back to the Future.
Boo.
You don't like Back to the Future series?
It's a good
I'm
movie.
just mad that Good Will Hunting's not
Yeah,
up here.
I don't. It's like it
I
doesn't
can't
exist for this
believe
I
list
know, man. I'm
somehow.
surprised. 50 is Once Upon a Time in the West. That one I haven't seen.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
It's got it.
Although Sergio
51.
Leone was one of the great Western.
Psycho.
Psycho. That's I heard. Yeah, when we were in film
How is
class,
this
that
not
was they,
higher on the
they
list?
talked about this.
Like,
Casablanca.
That's a
52,
I don't need your
53.
cliche love stories.
The Great Dictator, 1940. Charles Chaplin.
Oh God,
That's
gotta love
wow.
Charlie
That's a
Chaplin.
call. I can't even argue with that because that's
Modern
a callback,
times.
man. Chaplin was wow. He's on a few of these.
Yeah.
Chaplin is
Three in a
53
row.
to 55. The Great
least.
Dictator, Modern Times, City Lights,
Okay, definitely.
and that's it. Yeah, and then 56 is Capernaum. Has anybody seen this?
No.
Nadine Labaki. The names are telling me it's definitely not.
While
from,
serving a
Right.
5-year sentence for a violent crime, a 12-year-old boy sues his parents for neglect.
Wow.
Oh, maybe this is a Bollywood.
Maybe.
Kind of looks like Bollywood. The
2018,
next one's
I've
probably
never heard of
Bollywood too. Andhadhun.
Never heard of it.
Andhadhun.
Your Name.
Your name.
Super sad.
Yeah, is it?
So
I haven't seen this one. Courtney saw it. She loved it though.
I'm gonna actually have Crystal watch it.
Yeah. Is it on Funimation?
I believe so. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this. The next one is Dangal.
Bollywood wrestling
Bollywood,
movie.
absolutely. 60. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's a good movie.
I did
It is
watch
pre-
it. It was
It's
pretty
a pretty
good.
good movie. I liked it. I enjoyed
I
it.
like the
absolutely.
soundtrack was really good.
Yeah.
Soundtrack made that movie.
Out of
really
all
well.
the Spider-Man movies, which one's your favorite?
Into the
This Into
Spider-Verse,
Spider-Verse.
yeah.
What about you?
That's a tough call, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even come up with an answer on the spot like that.
I don't know. I just
Phil?
felt
I just liked him.
So you
Yeah, right.
Spider-Verse.
I'm not one of those like
good.
needs to be canon with the comic books type of guys, you know.
My-
I'm just like, did you present it well? Does it make sense?
Me
in
either, but I-
context with itself. Yeah, sure, okay.
I think
Great
the
movie.
animation, bro, for this
Yeah,
movie
dude,
was
I was impressed.
amazing. Yeah, and just like I like the story of Miles Morales, like how he was he like all right, like he even has that part where he was just like, what took you to be a hero? He's just like, my Uncle Ben died, and they're all like, my Uncle Ben died, and then they all had to go, or my dad died, my friend died, like. So they had to experience loss, and he was just this kid who really hasn't experienced loss yet. And then his uncle, who he found out was evil, died, and then and he just has that whole scene of him on the rooftop when like that song where it's just like, look out danger. I'm like, oh my god, this part is so badass.
The music was great.
He finally controls his powers. I was like, this movie is fire, bro. I'm getting psyched just thinking about it now.
61. Coco. Anybody
see
see
that
this?
one.
I saw it.
My
liked
kid
it.
I heard good
told
things.
my kid told me she hated it. She,
Really?
Yeah, Evan was just like, I am not a fan of Coco, and I hear it's amazing.
Fair enough. Yeah, they
I
did great
refuse
work.
to watch Up.
Django Unchained.
62, Django.
Loved
Unchained,
it.
Quentin
Loved every
Tarantino.
second of it.
It was an amazing,
Dude,
it was an amazing
the,
movie.
the scene with Jonah Hill arguing about the masks is the best.
I love Jonah Hill, man. He does such a great. What was that? He was in that. What was that? That like Wall Street, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
He did phenomenal
dude.
in Wolf of Wall Street, man. He really does put on.
He's hit or miss though.
Yeah, you
He
think?
tries to be. So,
Give me one of his misses. What do you think?
His series on Netflix.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
God, could someone look it up real quick? He had a Netflix original. I think came out last year. I was not a fan of it. It was so weird. Like I don't like when Jonah Hill. Your thing's not connected, buddy. I don't like when Jonah Hill tries to steer away from comedy. He was in that one movie too with John C. Reilly, and he played that weird, like son. Ugh, he has.
Maniac.
Yeah,
Maniac was good.
I didn't like it.
You saw
It was-
Maniac?
Yeah.
I haven't
It was
seen
him and Emma Stone.
Yeah, I like
in like
it.
a drug trial situation.
And that's my
Oh, I
problem.
have seen this.
And
one.
it was crazy trippy.
Yeah, this
That's
was pretty
my
good. I don't know if it
problem.
was top.
I liked it.
I wouldn't-
Yeah, I don't know if it's top of the list type
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
but
That's
it
my
was-
Oh no, well
problem,
it's not on the list. It's
it's
it's one of your misses.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Dark Rise.
63. Dark Knight Rises.
Get out of here with that.
Definitely not one of the best ones.
Yeah, and it's beating Good Will Hunting. Come on.
64. Three Idiots. This
Well,
is
that's-
Bollywood for
yeah.
sure. 65. He Chris got mad. He hasn't seen it yet.
I'm shaking.
65. Another Bollywood.
Wall-E.
66. Wall-E.
Love that
Wall-E was
movie.
such a cute movie.
It's a good little robot.
So 67. The Lives of Others. This one's definitely a French. This one sounds like it's French.
Old boy.
Old
Old
boy.
Boy.
I haven't seen this one.
The Japanese one is the original, I believe.
Okay.
And it's crazy. They actually made one in English with Josh Brolin as the main character,
Huh.
and it's
Okay.
also very good. But I've heard the Japanese one is better.
Got it. Well, 69 is Memento. 2000. Has anybody?
Good
I haven't
movie.
seen that one.
Vigo.
Okay.
Vigo lost his memory, and he little things trigger it, and he writes himself notes.
Okay.
Crazy thriller movie. Don't want to give too much away.
It's like
yet.
he's freaking
Gotcha.
reading. the
Guy
guy-
Pearce.
He's
Guy
reading
Pearce.
the thing.
Princess
70.
Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke.
Wow, what a
is
good,
fantastic.
what a good Miyazaki film.
absolutely great movie.
I'm really happy those two are up on this
Me
list.
too.
71 Aliens.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All the Aliens
crazy
movies were
about 'em.
fun.
I like Predator, bro. I
Yeah.
think.
I've always been a
I'm not going to
Predator.
disagree with
Yeah, I
you.
think-
I don't know if I can't say like one's better than the other, but I
Once
thought they were
upon a
all good.
time in America.
Ooh, this is a good one.
That
Robert
was
De Niro.
great.
This is a good one.
I don't think
This
I saw
one,
that one.
the next one I haven't seen, and I wish I have seen it because everybody talks about it so much. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You've never
Haven't seen it?
I haven't.
You haven't watched Indiana Jones?
You haven't seen the whole trilogy?
No.
Those are. I grew up on
Let's
those.
do
movies.
it. We got them all.
You,
do
you know,
you?
I
you
got
want
them all,
to know
yeah.
a
Alright,
funny
this is
story
definitely
that you'll
plan
probably enjoy? When Steven Spielberg and George Lucas made Indiana Jones and Star Wars, they had a bet between each other which one would do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bet on each other's movies, and now to this day, George Lucas owes Steven Spielberg like
What?
royalties for
Wow.
for winning that bet.
That's pretty funny, man. 73 Raiders of
Wait,
the Lost
you-
Ark.
Wait, he said that Indiana Jones was bigger than.
George Lucas bet that Indiana Jones would be bigger, and Steven Spielberg said no, Star Wars is going to be bigger, and they had a little bet between each
And
other.
Indiana Jones into the
And
well, I
Steven
get that because not
Spielberg
everybody
was right
really
that
likes
Star
sci-fi.
Wars was going to be bigger.
Sci-fi is not everybody's forte.
That's crazy. I thought. Well, wait. I don't know, man. I think this list shows that Steven owes Lucas money.
Yeah.
We're fans.
No, they bet on each other's movies.
bet on-
they
Oh,
bet.
oh.
Yeah, they didn't
yeah,
bet
they-
on their own movies. They bet on each other.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
Spielberg won because Star Wars was bigger.
Yeah.
Gotcha. The Shining,
The
74.
bet confused me.
I haven't seen The Shining, but I know it's a classic.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
All working.
Who said that? That when we were coming in the room, someone said, "I haven't seen The Shining, so I don't know if I'll be good with this." Was that you, Phil?
Lo and behold, it's on here. Apocalypse Now,
Oh,
75.
it was good.
fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen this
We
one
saw
either.
that in school.
Okay.
It's Michael Douglas, right? Yeah.
All right. All
Great.
right. 76, the original Alien.
Yeah.
This one I've never heard of.
Doctor Strangelove?
Or How I Learned to Stop Worrying About, Start Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Didn't even gross a
64.
million.
It was like a weird movie from like the
Okay.
what was it, the 60s? Yeah.
64, yeah.
Gotcha. Going forward, 78, Witness for the Prosecution.
I don't know that one.
Film Noir. 79, Passive Glory. 1957.
Oh, it's a
wow.
Kubrick movie.
A lot of these are really old.
Stanley.
A lot
Rear
of these
Window
are
is
real.
great.
Rear Window.
Yes, it's
80.
a Hitchcock movie.
Okay, I know who
Basically,
Hitchcock
guy
is.
breaks his leg. He's like a photographer, and he's like sits in his apartment all day looking out the window.
Okay.
And there's like a murder mystery.
Is it a rear window?
That's it pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's the window into like the courtyard in between the apartment complexes.
Oh, it's the rear. It's the rear window. They put
36 mil for 1950.
Yeah, that was it. Was a good movie, great
1954,
movie.
yeah. 81, Sunset Boulevard.
I don't think I saw that one.
I haven't.
Me either.
82, The Hunt.
No.
I haven't seen that one either. 83, Ford vs Ferrari.
This was literally like just out.
I don't agree with that at all.
An action biography.
Action biography.
Guys,
Oh, look at that. Irishman's an 85.
Hey man, I agree.
84 was a separation, but I haven't seen that one.
But
Dude, where's Goodwill Hunting on this
Should we
list?
just-
please don't get me started right now.
If it's not in 100, then we'll have to scroll down and see if we can find it.
I want to.
85 is The Irishman. 86, Incendies.
Bro,
This one's
Jimmy Hoffa's really buried underneath Giant Stadium. Just remember
I don't
that.
think so.
You don't think so?
No.
That's where he's buried.
No,
bro.
they totally cremated him.
Dude, that I'm talking about a real story of Jimmy Hoffa.
We don't know.
The real story of Jimmy Hoffa, people say he's buried under Giant
Well,
Stadium.
yeah, but
bro.
they've also checked with
Yeah, didn't
with,
they like? I thought I saw.
echolocation
Yeah,
type
they like.
stuff,
They
and
like.
they haven't found anything.
They used technology, Chris. And
Yeah.
it didn't come up.
Crazy technology.
But that's crazy how they did him though, huh?
Yeah. That movie was nuts.
Great
87, My
movie.
Father and My Son.
Don't know
2004.
Oh,
No, that's definitely it. 88, Toy Story 3.
I don't know.
bro,
How is
I
Toy
hate-
Story 3
Was that
better
the
than
one
Toy
with the
Story 1?
prospector, or was that 2?
No, that was
No, that
number
was
two.
two.
I
This is
can't-
with
I don't know
with
that.
is with the bear that's a douche who like almost killed them all.
Yeah, that was weird. And then ever since then, the truckers have been putting that bear in their
Yep.
like
front.
clicking them to their grill or whatever, their car. 89, Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, I loved it.
So
Classic.
Loved every
Quentin
second of it.
Tarantino. Phenomenal
Tarantino,
job.
I mean, like I like him as a director, but he's a psycho.
Oh, that's how he makes good movies.
He's
man.
got a
It just
strange
works.
mind, that's for sure.
Eternal Sunshine next.
I haven't seen that.
You've never seen it?
No,
you need
Jim
to
Carrey?
watch it.
It's
as
a Jim
soon
Carrey
as
movie that I don't
possible.
know about.
As soon as possible.
Is
It
this
was one
better
of
than
his
Liar
first-
Liar?
It was one of
No,
his first dramatic
it's actually
roles.
Okay.
it's actually super dramatic.
Yeah, it's super
Sci-fi?
sad. It's one of the only movies that
What's
actually
sci-fi
makes
about
me
it?
cry.
Read it right there.
So,
Medical
Eternal
procedure?
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is about
Each other's
him and his girl who are deeply in love, and they begin to like hate each other and need to forget about each other, and they have this procedure where you can get your memory changed, sever all the connections to all these memories, and it's basically goes on that.
Wow.
It's awesome. It's probably in my top 5 movies of all time.
Okay. Oh my god. I like it. Amelie. That's definitely not.
Yeah, I
Don't
never watched
care.
that. Snatch.
That's definitely foreign.
Snatch is great.
I haven't
Have you ever
seen
seen Snatch?
No.
What? Jason Statham, Brad Pitt.
I love Jason Statham.
Yeah, Tony
Benicio
Pro,
del
the
Toro.
guy who played Tony Pro in Irishman,
Okay.
is Jason Statham's friend, and they're all basically criminals. Brad Pitt is a pikey, a gypsy from
Okay.
England, and it's fantastic. It's
I'm gonna
just
check it out.
crime movie.
These top. I'm gonna have to
British
look through
crime.
this
I
top 100 and watch these.
I like crime movies.
Yeah.
What?
Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, fantastic! Have you all
93.
seen it?
I haven't seen this one.
I saw very
Man, I'm
small
lacking.
parts.
Oh, there you go. There you go, right there.
Top 100. There you go.
Let's go. So now.
Requiem for a Dream is actually about junkie problems. Goes through the whole.
I want to
thing.
watch it. So
You need to watch it.
Listen to me.
Fantastic.
Listen to me right now. I'm super upset. I don't even want to see what 94
Yeah,
is.
no, this should be way higher on the list. I agree with you.
94 is American Beauty, but we're gonna not talk about this,
Also
and we're
great
gonna
movie.
skip
Do you guys?
right over to 95.
I want to know right now. Have all of you seen Good Will Hunting?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's been a long time, but yes.
Have you? Okay. I want both of you this week to watch it.
You have homework.
You have to watch it this week.
This Christmas break week.
Yes. You cannot leave 2019 not watching that movie. Dude.
I find it hard to watch Robin Williams movies without crying, even if they're
Oh.
funny now.
Well, I'll tell
oh.
you, this is one of
What an
the
amazing
only
man.
movies. One of the only movies that still makes me cry every time I watch it. Like, no,
No.
good. But bro,
What a
Why you guys
callback.
talk about me like that?
just I don't know what it is about Good Will Hunting that makes it so emotional for me, but it's one of the very few movies that I've like felt like I could relate to a little bit without. I mean, I'm not a mathematical genius or anything, but just some of the stuff that he goes through, I'm like, damn, bro, super sad stuff. And then like just has like friends that has his back, and then Robin Williams just comes out and dude, this kid's like ripping people apart, and then one person didn't give up on him. Such a fantastic film, bro. Like I don't know how it's 95. I don't know. Like it's,
Dude, it got so many like awards.
and exactly, it's just, and then also this is also like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck's like big break movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know, who
You don't think it was Dogma?
absolutely.
Was this?
I don't know. Might have been around the same time.
I just think like it's just it bugs me out, bro, because and the soundtrack was all Elliott Smith. I love Elliott Smith. I can't look at it anymore. Scroll.
Next. 96, Children of Heaven, don't know.
Nope.
Bo.
97, The Bandit, don't know.
Bo.
98, Toy Story, the original, which I think is totally unfair. It should be way above
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Braveheart, 99.
There
That's a
can be
classic.
only one.
That's not that.
And this is where we can end it.
That was the Highlander.
That was the Highlander.
No.
God, no.
At number
I feel, like
100.
I feel like Michael Scott right now.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir.
Oh,
we could
dude,
probably end it here
That movie
on 100.
made me love the song "Stuck in the Middle with You"
Oh yeah.
so much.
Has anybody else? Has everyone seen Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it? Guys, what's up with you two? That's a fantastic. That's like one of my favorite. What's his name? Steve Buscemi films.
Yeah,
Oh, Steve Buscemi. I love Steve Buscemi.
Buscemi in this movie was like my favorite
I
character.
love how Adam
He was such
Sandler
a
makes it
dick.
his
Yeah,
mission to
he's
put him
just-
in everything.
That whole part where they're going over the
I don't
colors.
tip unless you brought me coffee like 3 times.
It's just like, oh, it's a good movie. And Quentin Tarantino, bro, he makes great movies. He's just a psychopath. They're like, Mr. Pink, where's Mr. Pink? Yeah. Well, anyway, guys.
Dude,
We're
that opening scene of that movie.
I
We
love
got through
this-
100. It's pretty
We
good.
got through 100. I mean, but when they're sitting at the coffee table. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just- the whole movie was just great.
Why do I got to be Mr. Pink?
I just, bro. Anyway, guys, we only got through 100 out of the 250. We'll maybe we'll hit this before 2019 ends. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a happy holiday this Christmas. I hope that you get to relax and be with your families, and I hope that you get everything you want. Enjoy the time, because time well spent is never time wasted, and this time of year is the whole point of it. So, with that being said, have a Merry Christmas from my family to your family, from our crew to your family. And have a great week.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Connecticut Casual.